On today's episode, industrial automation accelerates with increased capital spending. It's no secret that in the time following the COVID-19 pandemic, many manufacturers have been reluctant to significantly upgrade plant automation systems. At the same time, a new generation of AI-enabled, code-driven, and hardware-agnostic solutions have been developed, which promise the kind of productivity improvements that modern manufacturers ignore at their peril. The industrial research firm Roland Berger publishes an annual report on industrial automation, and the 2026 version has been released, and it suggests major changes over the next 5 years. According to the report, 2026 marks the beginning of a renewed momentum in automation investment, with long-term annual growth projected between 6% and 9% through 2030. Market economics are the drivers for the change, with the recovery driven by factory modernization, reshoring, robotic investments, semiconductor manufacturing, and demand for more flexible production systems. The increased investment is not just demand pull, it's also supply push, as a new generation of standardized, software-driven platforms that lower deployment costs and improve scalability replace proprietary systems. According to the company, the combination of tariff-driven reshoring, increased spending on defense hardware, and labor shortages that are near critical in many sectors has made AI highly attractive as a strategy for coping with these problems. The growth outlook is not uniform worldwide, however. The report predicts slow growth in Europe, moderate growth in the Americas, and the expected strong growth in the Asia-Pacific region. One segment with strong productivity growth in all regions is pharmaceuticals and medical technology, with the battery electric vehicle segment close behind, showing strong growth in all regions except Europe, where growth will be moderate. Steady growth is expected in the electronics, mining, and metals, food, and beverage and chemical industries in all regions except Europe, while combustion engine automotive is flat in all regions except the Asia-Pacific, where growth will be moderate. Industrial automation is a leading indicator of demand in consumer goods sectors, and the report shows that the shift to electric vehicles is now accelerating, a change which requires a significant upgrade to production automation. The International Federation of Robotics is even more optimistic, citing catch-up investment after 2 years of minimal growth, driving a combined annual growth rate of up to 9% through 2030. A significant factor is a major change in defense procurement, which is expected to move up from high-value, limited production weapon systems to very large-scale production of low-cost drone-based weapons. Legacy automation systems designed for the traditional procurement process from major buyers of weapons, such as the US Department of War and NATO, simply won't work when volumes move from tens and hundreds to hundreds of thousands of units. Coming up, this week's Automation Word of the Week right after this. Banner Engineering radar sensor products are designed for difficult environments. Banner radar sensors feature wide operating temperature limits, high resistance to interference or crosstalk, and a long sensing range. The compact and lightweight units are available in both narrow and wide beam patterns. Use narrow beam pattern sensors to avoid false detection of objects outside of the region of interest, allowing for more precise measurements. Wide beam patterns provide coverage of larger areas and reliable detection of irregular surfaces. Banner Engineering radar sensing solutions detect moving and stationary objects and have no moving parts, offering radar frequencies ranging from 24 GHz to 122 GHz, with 2 configurable sensing zones and numerous interfaces. Industrial models detect both high and low dielectric materials with moving target detection from 10 centimeters to 25 meters in range. Available with an IP67 rated housing for demanding environments. This week's Industrial Automation Word of the Week is ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol. ICMP is a network layer protocol used by network devices to diagnose network communication issues. ICMP is mainly used to determine whether or not data is reaching its intended destination efficiently. ICMP also sends an error message back to the original source for the data, allowing effective troubleshooting. Network delays can be minimized by using it to find the routing path between 2 internet-enabled devices, the actual physical path that a data request must pass through before it gets to its destination. Unlike the Internet Protocol, IP, ICMP is a connectionless protocol. One device doesn't need an active connection with another device before sending an ICMP message. As a protocol on network devices such as routers, however, it can be exploited for distributed denial of service attacks, such as volumetric, protocol, and application layer attacks. Several mitigation strategies are available. ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol. That's all for On the Floor this week. See you next time.